What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unstructure. I'm your host, H. This is my co host, E.
What up? What up?
And today we're doing a preview video for episode 5 of The Wheel of Time. Blood calls
Calls blood.
blood.
That's right. Hey, we're just doing this from a fan's perspective. Episodes 1 through 4. We haven't read the books, so just play along with us. With that said, H, let's get into it.
Let's go.
And we're back.
We're
What's good?
back. That's right. Just like E said, we're doing this from a fan's perspective. We're only using the information from episodes 1 through 4. So let's have some fun with this one. Let's have a really nice discussion today.
Exactly.
I think we should start at the end of the last episode, right?
Yeah, that was a powerful ending. So why not pick up from there? And we have Nynaeve and the Aes Sedai. There's something. Well, I guess we already saw the video, so we don't need to hold back. She had
Like an
the one
explosion
power.
of power. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
the one
so.
power.
So we see Nynaeve has an emotional response to seeing Lan dying and choking his own blood. So we see that she just blows up, bursts all this amazing power, right?
Yeah.
That surprises everyone, and this power helps defeat the so-called Dragon Reborn in Logain, right? So we see that she demonstrates so much energy and power. You think she could be considered a candidate for the
I
Dragon
think that
Reborn?
definitely qualifies her as a candidate for being the dragon. As of right now, the way that Moraine had explained it, Logain's power would basically be eclipsed by the real dragon's power, and he would know that he's not the real dragon.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, and in this, it literally happened in this particular scene where, as you mentioned, Nynaeve was in so much grief that she had so much emotion that the one power came out of her. She didn't even know that it was in her, and even Logain was shocked. And I think at that point he didn't even need to be gentled because he knew that he wasn't it. He was looking like, hey, I'm not that hot anymore.
No, no. So you know what's
Yeah.
crazy in that scene? We see
Hmm.
that Logain through the whole episode demonstrates so much power that multiple Aes Sedai, powerful Aes Sedai to say, right,
Yeah.
had to hold him down to be able to kind of shield him so he couldn't use his power, and they were getting drained. They had to take turns, right? And Nynaeve just an emotional burst, just completely goes off
Yeah.
and just dwarfs his power. He's like, I guess I'm not that powerful. So
Exactly.
the
So
dragon gotta be something out of this world for sure. It's just crazy.
exactly. So what happens going forward because she's not a part of the Aes Sedai at all. How does
She's a
she?
candidate, I think. I think
She
she's a candidate, in my opinion.
she can be a candidate for the dragon. Will she join the Aes Sedai? Will she not join the Aes Sedai because she doesn't like the Aes Sedai as of right now?
I don't. I think going forward, I don't think we will see her join the Aes Sedai. I don't know. I haven't read the books again. I don't know if she'll join the Aes Sedai, but I think on the next episode, you are going to see a big push from the Aes Sedai, especially from Moraine, trying to convince her and talk to her. Hey, listen, you may be the chosen one, or having some kind of conversation along the line, or even just to try to get her to join the Aes Sedai. Maybe
Because
that's
they
we'll see
just
that.
lost Karene, so they need, and Karene had a lot of power, so they need to fill that vacuum. They need to fill that void. So maybe they will lobby for Nynaeve to join the Aes Sedai. That might be possible.
Another
Yeah.
point to take. This only happened when she saw Lan in distress, dying or dead.
Hmm.
And this is when her power came out, that hidden latent power that she had. Do you think we will see some kind of interaction between Lan and her? Because this kind of shows that she has feelings, or she developed feelings very quickly, I might add, for
Yeah.
Lan. Although, to be fair, we don't know how long the trip took from where they were to the camp. So it could have been months. I don't know.
No, she definitely has feelings for him. Yeah, I think there's no argument with that. Is she? And it's interesting because we touched on this before, and I know this is a preview, but just to dive into it real quick, they say that the Aes Sedai and the Warders are closer than a marriage.
The
So
family bond, yeah, the closest
exactly,
bond that there is, right?
yeah. So how does that dynamic work when Nynaeve and also Lan are have some type of love interest, and but Lan's allegiance is to Moraine? I definitely think in the next episode we're going to see that love interest grow. To answer the question with them, but I wanted we've never seen that dynamic. How does that dynamic between the three of them play out?
Very interesting. Anyway, but that
Yeah.
brings us to the next thing that we can see happening in that episode, on the next episode, right?
Hmm.
And that's gonna be with the Aes Sedai, the power struggle, because we see
Yeah.
Leandrin, she
Yeah.
gentled Logain
Uh huh.
and cut him off from the one power,
And
and this was she was told by Karen
yeah.
that hey, let's take him to the White Tower as we all always done.
Yeah.
We should not be taking that upon ourselves.
This
So
is this is law. This is the way the law is done, and you're trying to skirt the law by gentling him right now. And also in the episode, we saw that uh, she has been doing this. Leandrin has been doing this throughout the countryside. She has been gentling people
yeah.
without due process throughout the countryside, and Karene was aware of it because there is whispers. And I think that you're going to see Moraine and Leandrin sort of
Clash.
clash, draw lines in the sand because now this falls into Moraine's jurisdiction where she's all about justice and she will investigate her
Now,
basically.
who assumes leadership? Because we seen that Karina was holding down the camp, and she was a green cloaked or a green dressed.
Yeah,
I say that
I,
which we
Green
the
Aja.
show has
Yep.
not told us too much about her yet.
Hmm.
Does Alana assume command, or does Leandrin assume command? Is it Moraine? Because it will be interesting to know and to learn
Yes.
more. There's so many things about this show that we want to know, and again, we don't want to just spoil ourselves and read the books and get all the
And
information
jump ahead.
beforehand,
Yeah.
because we don't know how the information is gonna be used in the show. So it will be very interesting to see how they build up this world, and we learn more about the Aes Sedai, how the politics work here, who's gonna be the next one in command. So
Hmm.
I think we might see some of that dynamic played out on the next episode.
Definitely, there's going to be a clash between Moraine, Leandrin, and maybe even Nynaeve because Nynaeve doesn't trust Leandrin as well.
No, she doesn't.
No, not at all. And Leandrin is power hungry, so I think that's going to play out in episode 5 for sure.
Yeah, the actress playing Leandrin, she does a very good job at portraying someone who is doing good in a way, but
Hmm.
she's not trustworthy. You can see that that person at some point could turn into be a bad person. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's the what that I can perceive from that performance she's
I
giving.
got that feeling too. I definitely got that feeling too. So going to the other scene where we have the travelers, the seekers.
Egwene
E-
pairing, and then the traveler people. And Egwene's new this guy that has an interest in Egwene. I don't know if there's some kind of love interest or
to
not, but
Tuatha. Sorry.
good for you.
Thanks.
I struggle with pronouncing that.
Oh man.
No,
Yeah.
quick side note: the names on the show, we
They are
have to
fun.
practice. We have
They're
to
fun.
practice on it because they're fun.
I
They're
got
fun to say.
notes. Pages.
For sure. But yeah, we're gonna. I think in the next episode, we're gonna see maybe where this relationship leads
Hmm.
with the traveler people.
Yeah.
I am more curious to find out what's going on with Perrin because his story arc
Oh boy.
is kind of interesting. Is he gonna turn into a werewolf?
Nope.
Is he the dragon? Because these are candidates to be the dragon reborn. That could be the dragon reborn, right?
See, I initially I thought that he was going to turn into the werewolf or something like that, but now it seems to me the way that I think what's going to play out is that Perrin is going to adapt the way of the Tuatha Ann.
He's gonna be a beast master.
Possibly, he's gonna adapt because Ela she touched on a nerve when she said, "If you picked up, have you picked up an axe? And what happened after that? Basically, did you regret it? Right?" And he did. Perrin did. So he's learning more. He's asking more questions about the Tuatha and it seems like he's convincing himself like this is the path, this is the way to go. Now on the other side, you have Adram. Give me a second. I'll get his notes. Aram. That's what it is. You have Aram who doesn't who's he was birthed in the Tuatha
Hmm.
and he doesn't necessarily believe
The
their
ways.
ways
Yeah.
exactly. And he also mentions that before they're 20, you get to go out sort of like a not a Mormon. What's the other ones from Pennsylvania?
Pilgrimage. They're going on a pilgrimage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on a pilgrimage, and you get to basically Quakers. You get to basically see life as it is, and ask yourself, "Is
You were
this
gonna
the
say
way of life that
Amish
I
for
want?"
some reason.
Amish. That's yeah, Amish. Maybe the Amish. Yeah. Is this what I want? And I think he's going to do that. I think he's going to do that with Egwene. Egwene is hooked on Matt, and she's going
Not
to
on Matt, on Rand.
uh,
She's hooked on Rand.
excuse me, hooked on Rand, and she's going to continue to seek him out. But I think Aram is going to go along with her on that journey because he doesn't believe in pacifism at all. He doesn't believe in the leaf theory at all. And his parents, most importantly, his mother was murdered for sport.
Hmm.
So he doesn't it's not in him. If you were a kid and you know that your parents got murdered like that, how could you believe in nonviolence?
Could he be a Dexter? No, I'm kidding. That's wrong. It's wrong video. Wrong video.
Yeah,
No. So, do you think that this person might join their party in regards to traveling to the White Tower? Like, hey, you guys are going to the White Tower.
absolutely.
I know a shortcut. Follow me. And do you think we might see them join the camp, or at least meet up with some of the other characters in the next episode?
See, Aram join the camp, or
No,
what do you mean?
yeah, I want. Do we see him join the not
Aram's
join the
going.
camp, join the party, traveling with Egwene and
Yeah,
Perrin, right?
yeah.
And then do
Aaron.
we see some of them or them meet up with any of the other characters, whether that's Matt and Rand, and we can see some kind of interaction there, or do we see they arrive at the Aes Sedai camp?
It's interesting because they don't give us a point of reference as to how far away
Yeah,
the tower is at all, which is funny. Do I don't think that they're going to meet up. We got what's 4 more, 5 more episodes. I don't think they're going to meet up this episode. I think they're still going to wander a little bit, but I think that's going to give Aram and Egwene time to form a bond and create that love triangle for when she finally meets up with Rand. I think that Perrin will probably stay in the camp
no, I
and go
think
from there.
Perrin. I don't know, 'cause I think he still wants to go to the White Tower. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna disagree with you on that.
Okay.
I think we'll see Perrin go in the there's because I think Wayne and Perrin they have a connection.
Mm-hmm.
May not be a romantic connection. I'm looking at you, Leslie. It might be just good, really
True.
great friends.
Brother
And
and sisters.
he's gonna protect her. I mean,
Uh huh.
maybe that's a way for him to atone for the mistake he made, for that terrible error of killing
Yeah.
his love of his life,
Yeah.
his girl. So we might see that played out in the next episode in regards to him just
See, but
accompanying him.
Ilya, which is the grandmother of Aaron, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing the name. She tells a story of her daughter being killed and how the best revenge is a world of peace, so that the next time that her daughter comes around, she will live in a world without violence at all. And I seem to think that Perrin is able to relate to that and want the same thing for his wife in the future. But we'll see. That possibly would be a boring storyline, but at least right now, that's the way I feel that they're pointing.
No,
So
I mean the Egwene and Perrin storyline is a little slower than some of the other ones,
yeah,
in my opinion. But Egwene still seems to be the first one to show talent with magic, with power. So we might see her engage in some kind of action next episode. But which character has seen a lot of action so far in the show?
which one?
Matt and Rand
Oh
and our
my
boy
gosh.
Tom. Yo, for sure. We see that at the and that in the previous episode, the end of their arc in that episode.
Yeah,
Um, Matt was possessed by the darkness. We see that the family was slain, and looks like the fate did it. Some of our viewers pointed out, and we see them right away, and this escape is granted by Tom.
mm-hmm.
I sacrifice myself. I'll take care of this.
Yeah,
So one, I do hope that Tom made it. We'll
yeah.
see.
Hopefully
Hopefully, we
so.
see that in the next
Is
episode.
this Tom's first encounter with the Fade? Who knows?
Yeah, and he seems very skilled. He seems very knowledgeable, and he seems like someone that can be an important character for the show.
He's coming back.
So I think I put some money that he's coming back. But then, what is Matt's state gonna be in the next episode? Because he was pretty shocked when he saw the little girl laying down in the ground, right? And then they ride away. And how is Rand gonna react knowing that Matt's possessed by the darkness if he even realizes that?
Yeah, so they painted out basically a storyline or a end result for Matt where and actually we kind of saw it and actually it's part of the folklore. Watch out for the
The lower
folklore.
video, yeah.
Yeah, so what is it? The darkness. If you're possessed by the darkness, um, the you have to go mad. Yeah, not that you have to go mad. They made it so in the last battle that if you're possessed by the darkness, you actually go mad. And we see that Matt is starting becoming possessed by the darkness, and also Tom had painted a picture that his son, not his
Was
son, his
possessed.
nephew,
Yeah.
yeah, was possessed and went mad. Like it's we all know that story. So uh, does Matt do the opposite this time? Like, will Rand be able to point him in a different direction? And I think that's actually going to happen because they already made it seem one way, so I think they're going to go the other way.
So it's interesting because the way Matt's character, although he's another candidate to be this Dragon Reborn,
Hmm.
Matt's character is being painted as someone who doesn't want to do the journey. He wants to go back to be with his family. He's worried about his sisters.
Yeah,
And who blames him? You're leaving your family behind. There's a bunch of Trollocs, and let's face it, most likely, there's a big chance that they're in trouble, right?
yeah.
So we see that he didn't want to do this trip. Maybe after this events, he might feel that he has to redeem himself
Hmm.
and go through with it. But I think some of that darkness is gonna remain. And he might become in this show some kind of anti-hero, or some kind of because Rand. You see, when we look at Rand and Matt,
Hmm.
in some ways, like Rand is like kind of like a go-getter, and Matt seems like I don't want to call him a slacker, but kind of like the more laid-back kind of guy. We see that in a lot
I
of
would call him a slacker.
we see that in a lot of shows
Laissez faire.
from movies, anime, you name it.
Yeah.
We see there's always that kind of laid back character with not lazy, but just they don't want to be too involved or want to do something else
Hmm.
per se. And he might become either he's gonna try to going through an arc to redeem himself and become some kind of anti-hero. I don't know. That's what I feel like from him. Or he might become an enemy of these people. He might go completely engulfed by the darkness. I don't know.
I it would be easy for him to go crazy and become engulfed by the darkness.
Which
Uh,
one do you think is more likely?
him going crazy. I think
Between
that's
going crazy and just be consumed by the darkness, by all this grief and the loss of his not having his family, seeing all these events, or him becoming some kind of like hero, but an anti-hero, like a hero that doesn't want the job in essence.
so. I think that the most likely to answer your question is him going crazy and becoming an anti-hero, but that isn't a fun story. The struggle is the good story. If Tom's still alive, Tom is a gleamer, so he knows the folk songs, and so he may know uh, some uh, some way of fighting the darkness within him,
That's
and
right.
that may be the
There's
struggle.
gotta be more to Tom because Tom
Yeah.
can just be this folk singer that knows the stories and he's how. Come on, let's ask some questions. How did his nephew get involved so much with the one power?
Yeah.
Does that mean that he was involved in some kind of way? So that was gonna be an interesting story arc as we explored. Hopefully, we explored more of that in the next episode.
Yeah.
Which let's talk about this. The episode, the name of the episode is
Yeah.
actually called "Blood Calls Blood,"
We-
and that could mean a couple of things.
Let's do it.
I'm probably skip a little ahead, but
Let's go.
like, I think this is the right place to talk about
Uh
this.
huh.
So, "Blood Calls Blood" can mean family seeking family, which could be one or a family. They might encounter a family member or someone that's
But yeah,
related.
yeah,
Maybe a brother, sister, husband, or wife that have been separated, or ex-wife. Who knows?
mm-hmm.
We can see that blood calls blood could also mean that you're gonna be if you committed a crime, you're gonna be punished by the same level of crime that you
Which
committed.
might mean
Leandrin,
Leandrin
yeah.
and Maureen.
So let us know in the comments what do you think the name of the episode is alluding to. That's coming up here for episode 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's very vague, and there's a lot of possibilities. Who knows? I can't wait. See
No.
you on Friday.
And not just yet. So one more thing, because we didn't touch on that in the review, and that is the Children of the Light. That's gonna be the White Cloaks.
Yeah.
They are hunting Aes Sedai, but they let these people pass. Are they good? Are they bad? What is their role in the show? Are we gonna learn more in the next episode? Are we gonna see them? Because there was a big battle happening in the camp. There was explosions going on left and right.
Absolutely.
I don't know how far or close are they because they're traveling, and we see that one of them took a little party.
And
to
they
the
actually
place.
did split off.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we see an army arrive, and then they can just serve himself with out of Aes Sedai and just start killing people.
there
left and right.
already aren't many, or as I said, there are fewer Aes Sedai as of right now. So they can't afford to lose anymore, and they already lost Karenni. So
He might get some more rings for his collection. He's the new Lord of the Rings.
there you go.
No, I know it's Amazon, but yeah.
It's all good. But yeah, the White Cloaks are definitely going to show up again.
No, I mean they can become like this antagonist group that are always gonna interfere into the plans. When things are going good, they
Yep.
show up and they just ruin everything.
Yeah.
I wonder, because
Who's going to get caught by them? Because somebody's going to get caught by them.
I mean, being that they're White Cloaks, we know that they are against the
They're
Dark
easy to
One,
see
right?
in the woods. That's what it is.
But they're pure, and I mean their taxes are dirty.
See them
so
coming.
We'll see what's gonna happen there? So I think there's a lot of this next episode needs to be packed, just like the episode 4, because you already set the pace, Amazon. Let's keep it.
Absolutely.
I'm excited for the show. The first 3 episodes did a really good build up, and episode 4 just deliver to the T. What are your thoughts on the last episode and what's coming up?
Well, I think I sent it in the comments. I watched this episode 4. I think it's like 6 times now because there's so much stuff that happened and a lot of subtleties. I love stuff like that because I want to try to decipher everything that's going on. Don't make the plot see through and give me a lot of stuff to compute. And hopefully I get it right. If not, it's even better when I get it wrong because I didn't see it coming. So I like the pace that they have. Definitely keep the pace. And from what I'm hearing about the 14 different books and everything like that, that pace will still continue. So
Correct, yeah.
yeah,
No, for
episode
sure.
5. Looking forward to it.
So remember, this episode is dropping on Friday. Now, by the way, be on the lookout. We're gonna be preparing a lore video. We're gonna do a little series on
There's
lore.
a
'Cause
lot
there's
of
so
lore.
much lore.
There's
and
a lot
I think
of
the
lore.
first thing we need to address is gonna be let's talk about all the information we have gathered from episode 1 and at the time I would say episode 5 about the Aes Sedai.
Yep.
Let's put a little video together. Probably drop it on Sunday. Don't forget check out. We do other shows. We have Dexter. Check that out. We did a review for the last 3 episodes of Dexter.
Yep.
So check that out with us. Look out for The Witcher season 2 next month coming up in a few weeks.
Toss a coin for your Witcher.
Yes. Oh, Valley.
Oh, Valley of
I'm
Plenty.
excited
It's
for
all
Witcher to
good.
come
Yeah.
back.
We
So many
enjoy
great
these.
shows.
Yeah, we enjoy all these shows. Hey, stick around with us. We'll see you soon on the next episode. But until then, I'm E and this is H, and we are.
No structure.
That's right.